Okay, we are now live. Hello, everyone. How is everything? How is everyone today doing? So, thank you so much for joining me today. We're gonna continue our honest showreel reviews as we usually do. I'm trying to make this every 2 weeks. First off, before I even start, just wanted to some of you probably noticed on social media that I ended up not going to the View conference. I know last time I told everyone that I was going to go to the View conference to do a workshop. Unfortunately, ended up not going. Remember last time when I was doing the stream, I actually felt a bit sick. I felt like a little bit under the weather. Turns out I didn't have a cold. It turns out I had COVID-19. So I I tested just before my travel, and both me and Anna had COVID-19. So that was a bummer. We couldn't go to the conference. That was a shame. Was really looking forward to meeting everyone and to do the workshop there. I had a really good and I had a really cool workshop to do. A full CGI merged with footage, deep compositing workshop from a brand new VFX shot that I did for my commercial that I directed for Zeiss. So I was really amped to do that. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. But good news is that I will end up doing that workshop because Foundry is interested on doing it on YouTube. So I will eventually do the same workshop I was supposed to do at your conference on YouTube live. That's my plan at least now. So, but yeah, so that's it. So I don't have COVID anymore, of course, but I'm still kind of like a little bit under the weather. Like it's been taking quite a long time to kind of get rid of it, which is a bit bizarre. But anyway, so. But also thanks to every wishes. A lot of people sent their best wishes. A lot of people were really nice to me and sent me like really lovely messages over the last 2 weeks. So thank you so much for that. It was really kind of all of you to do that. Okay, other business things that I wanted to like discuss before we start. We have 2 people lined up today for the showreel, but we'll go to them in a minute. Other things that I want to discuss is that we're gonna change this format a little bit because I'll be honest, like I've been really struggling to try to get the people to confirm that we're gonna do the stream. So a lot of times it's very difficult for me to get people send out, like for example today I got 5 showreels from people today, like just this morning, but no one contacted me, no one emailed me, no one reached out, and I didn't have time to like try to find an email and message them. As I mention always, like if you want to become part of this showreel review, you need to contact me so I can confirm your booking. So I've decided to change the format a bit. I'm gonna like do a booking system so that it's gonna be living on the website of BenQ, which is the supporter of this initiative. So it will be a booking system. People can come in there, they can upload their showreel, and then they can book themselves on one of the slots of the streams that we have. So I'm gonna organize all of that. Most likely going to be from January, I think. And it's going to be much easier because then people can book themselves, just like if it was a podcast. And it's going to be like more like a service, almost like a meeting that I'm organizing with people. So I think that's going to become a lot more easier. But yeah, other news as well that I have to divulge, like to tell you all. I have a lot of content up and coming to the channel, so I have a lot of leftover videos over the years. So I have a bunch of Nuke compositing tutorials that I'm going to drop very soon that are actually edited from previous streams that I've done. I also have like a lot of reviews that I'm gonna drop. I have some reviews for Blackmagic for their equipment. I have some reviews from BenQ as well, from their equipment as well, to drop. And then I also have episodes of the podcast. We have 7 episodes recorded so far. They're not out yet, so those will drop. We have Barbie recorded, we have Oppenheimer recorded, we have a bunch of episodes from the VFX Notes podcast as well. So I have a lot of content right now that is just waiting to be deployed. But now that I'm finished with the Zeiss project and I'm good now, I don't have COVID anymore, I can get on with it and actually publish a bit more, because it's been a bit of a cricket it's been a bit of a cricket sound inside my channel. I haven't published for a while, so apologies for that. Anyway, so with that in mind, let's just get started really. Like, before we do, of course, I wanted to thank BenQ for supporting these streams. It's because of BenQ that this exists. So thank you so much. As always, whenever I say this, like, if you are interested on buying a BenQ monitor, you can contact me on social media. I have a lovely 10% discount I can offer you because I'm an ambassador from BenQ, so they gave me a discount that I can give away to people. So just contact me. I can give you the discount. It's valid for any European shop or the United States shop as well. So just contact me. You get a 10% discount, and I get a little bit of bonus from BenQ as well. So I get a commission from BenQ, which really supports the channel and helps the channel as well. So if you're interested on the monitors, just contact me on social media. It can be any of the social medias that I have, and we can get that done. And yeah, so as a thank to BenQ, I'm just going to run a commercial that they have because this stream is brought to you by them. So I'm going to run their commercial, and then I'll see you in about a minute. It's only a minute long. So enjoy the commercial. I'll see you very soon. Okay, again, as always, thank you so much to BenQ for supporting the streams and making them possible. Without a doubt, without their help, I could not be doing this. So thank you so much for all the support over the years. So there's a couple of questions, real quick questions on the stream here I can see. So someone is asking, can I buy a monitor being on South America? So yeah, you can buy it on South America. Unfortunately, my discount won't work for South America. I have spoken with BenQ a few times now to try to change that, but unfortunately, my channel is sponsored by BenQ Europe, so it's a bit tricky. They've opened up to the United States, but hasn't opened up to the rest of the world. I'm trying to work with them to do that. Yeah, so a lot of really kind words. Thank you so much. There's someone here asking. I'm not even going to try to say your name because I can't really pronounce it. It's really strange characters. I apologize for that. But I guess it's Hype something. So Hype is saying, is Hugo's course enough to get a job as a runner compositor? I think it is enough. I mean, the course, of course, won't give you a job. Like, I can't guarantee you a job myself. But having said that, like, we have thousands of students, and we have hundreds and hundreds of them that are working on the industry in really big companies. We have people working from our course on a lot of big companies all over the world, even the big ones, like MPC and ILM and the Mill and Framestore. Like, we have a lot of students that work on those companies, and so I think the course is very production ready for sure. And so, but contact me. I can talk to you and show you exactly what the courses are. Just send me a message and can try to help you with any other questions you have. I've already posted on the chat. I'm giving away a Nuke course today as well for free for one of you. So just make sure you sign up for the giveaway, and then I can give one license of my Nuke course for free to one of the viewers. Okay, but let's not continue here. Let's just get on with the review. So we're gonna start the review real now. So I'm gonna just like open up Zoom and just get this show on the road. So let's just see here. So I'm gonna
recording in progress.
Oh, apologies for that.
Recording stopped.
So I'm gonna just see if the let's see here. Let's just see if I can get okay. Not getting any. I'm already starting with a problem, as always. I always have a problem. It's always a little bit of a. There's always problems on my setup. So let me just do one thing here real quick. I think it's Zoom that is giving me some hard take here. So let me just start Zoom again, and then hopefully this will work the second time I boot it up. There's always some technical issues that I have struggling, but cancel. Okay, let's just see if I can get it to work now. Join.
Recording in progress.
For some reason, my video is not booting up. Okay, well.
Recording stopped.
Give me just 1 second, because I have to go in and just disconnect something on the back there to see if I can boot it up again. So just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Apologies for that. I just had to like connect the cable on the back there and see if I could get it to work, but it didn't work. So I'm going to like have to do the call with. Yeah, it's already not working well today, is it? Like I'm already getting issues today. So apologies for that. There's always some technical issues. Last time I had some technical issues as well. But yeah, I'm gonna just like see if I can boot it up again and see if it works. You're absolutely right, Bramit. The course is not finished.
Recording
no.
in progress.
Because
Recording
I'm still working on it. So yeah, that's why it's not finished. So absolutely right. That is not correctly. It's not complete. All of it. Well, the course is complete. Sorry, the course is complete for the classes that are on the PDF when you buy it. So when you buy them, you get the entire, you get the entire course that is on the PDF, all the lists of all the classes. When you buy them, the entire list is there. What's missing is some new classes that I'm working on. So it's not really fair that you say it's not complete, because it is. When you buy it, the PDF has every class that I've sold. So when you buy it, it is complete from that sense. But yeah, I guess that's it really. I'm still working on it. I have some workshops as well. So if you are one of the original Kickstarters from the course, you'll have access to those workshops where I go much deeper into CG and go much deeper to color correction. So maybe look at that, or maybe contact me if you don't have access, because if you are an older a Kickstarter from the course, you will have access to those workshops. So yeah, so keep maybe that in mind, because the course that people buy right now, it is complete. It is the course that is, if you go to the page, all the classes are listed, and all the classes listed to buy are in the course. So yeah, that's it really. So there is an entire list of classes that is listed on the Shopify page for you to know exactly what classes are there and present on the course. So yeah, I know it's a slow process. I've been doing the course for 4 years, and so but the workshops are there. I have 3 workshops available for you. So if you are a student from the original Kickstarter, you have access to the workshops already. If you don't see them, just contact me, because they should be there and you should see them. But anyway, I can't seem to get Zoom to work, so I'm gonna bring in our speaker, but you won't be able to see me. But that's not a problem, I think. So okay, I'm gonna say to him to come in. So hi, see here again. Do you want to join now? Let's just bring him in here. Okay, so see if he can come in here. So we're going to be joined by, I hope I don't mispronounce your name. We're going to be joined by Ritwik Giri. I think that's how I pronounce your name. So let's see if he shows up here, and then I can bring him in. So just waiting for you. Do you want to come in? Don't see you here. It's not going well today, is it? It's always like some issues here and there. He's not okay. Can you come in? Is the link working for you? Well, while I'm waiting for him to come in, just wanted to answer Bramit that the reason why I don't really go in very deep into motion blur, motion vectors inside of Nuke is because every CG that I have usually is pre-rendered with motion blur, as usually is the best solution. But I do go into it on my workshops as well. So, like I said, contact me if you don't have access to the workshops, because I'm sure you'll get a lot of information from the workshops that I've done. And contact me on Discord. I'm happy to talk to you and go through it with you. Okay, I'm gonna bring in Rit now, and see if he can hear me. Can you hear me? Hello there. Ritwik, can you hear me? I don't know if it's pronounced like that, but can you hear me? You should be here. I can see you on the list. Hello? Hello? Do you have a microphone on? No? Hopefully you have a microphone on. Still can't hear you. Well, while we're waiting for this entire thing to kind of get done, if you have more questions, please go ahead. While we're waiting to see if we can get Rit here to log in. Can you hear me? Like I can't hear you. So do you have a mic on? Not going well today, is it? Apologies for that. It's a live show, so you know, it's never like perfect, of course. I can't really hear you, so it's not. I don't think you have the microphone on at all, because otherwise we would hear you. In fact, you don't even have the icon for a microphone, so yeah, I might skip this then, because you're not coming in, so I can't hear you. We can't hear you. No one can hear you. We can't hear you. I keep always telling to everyone when they come in to the show to test their setup first, you know. Make sure it works. Ah, there you go. Now we can hear you. Great. We can hear you now. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Great. Great stuff. I'm very good, thank you. So, are you joining us today with just the mic or also with the webcam? Oh, webcam as well?
Yes,
okay, cool. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, I'm going to put it up for everyone to see. Just going to like do this here and okay, cool. So, unfortunately, I don't have so I have a little bit of a technical issue, so you won't see me through a webcam on Zoom. I hope that's okay, but you can hear me. You can't see me through the webcam because something broke down on my cables there, and there should have been an image for you to watch. But yeah, but people can see me and you, but they just, you won't see me. So that's the thing. But how are you today? Are you good? How's it going?
Yes. I'm doing good. It's all okay. I'm fine. Thank you for
Good.
asking.
Good. And so why don't you give us like a little bit of an introduction so that we get to know you, and also to know where you are calling from and what you do currently. Yeah, give us a little bit of some information, and at the same time, while we're doing that, I'm going to like open up your showreel as well and have it on the background, the shot that you sent me, so that people can watch it. But yeah, give us a little intro about yourself.
Yeah, hello everybody. I am Ritwik. I'm a visual effects lighting artist currently based in India. Now I'm working with MPC Bangalore side. So yeah, this is Ritwik from MPC India, India, Bangalore side.
Okay, cool.
I'm
And
a lighting artist.
you're a lighting artist, yeah. So, well, first of all, thank you so much for sending over the showreel for it to be reviewed. So I'm gonna open up the shot. I'm assuming you want me to open up the. I mean, it doesn't really matter which one. I'll which file. I think you sent me 2 shots, but they're all the same shot, right? So that's all the same shots. I'm gonna share my screen for you to see it as well, so that we can review it. So, as I usually say on my streams, like, don't care about the YouTube stream, because the YouTube stream is very delayed. So it's not really going to work very well for you. It's very, very delayed in terms of getting, of you watching it live. There's no point. You better just watch it on Zoom here so that you can see when I'm pointing at things and everything. So this is the shot.
Yep.
You see my screen right now, don't you? This is the shot
Yes,
you've
yes.
sent me. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about this shot, so that we know a little bit about it. What's going on here?
Okay, so first of all, nowadays, like it's been few days, few months probably, I was a little obsessed about space things and all these kind of things. So I was watching few old movies as well. So I got some references and thought like why not doing these kind of things. This is my very first time I'm approaching these kind of things. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the lighting work is not that much though, but yeah, look there and compositing a bit much heavy in this. So at least for me,
Mm-hmm.
and I've tried my best to get it done. So yeah.
Okay. And so, so you did the modeling and the lighting and the compositing, or is it just the lighting and compositing?
Okay, so modeling, the spaceship which you're seeing right now, that is downloaded actually a free asset. And the planet is of course just a sphere, and I did the look dev and lighting,
Mm-hmm.
and then compositing as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, one thing, I think we spoke offline, like on when you contacted me. You only sent me this shot, right? So what's going on there? Like, because obviously this is not really a showreel. So you were interested on getting a review for just this shot, or is it because you're still working on your showreel? What's going on there?
Actually, this is the only one from my recent works. So what else I have right now? These are very old and looks like I do personally feel like I do have much room to work on with them. So for now, for this shot, I mean, this is the first shot in a sequence. So I was trying to build the look there first and then go ahead with the rest of the shots.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is like. I won't say in progress for this particular shot, but yeah.
Okay.
The first one.
Okay. So because that's my first thing that I would say. Like you're definitely, if your objective is to get like a job soon, like you should definitely do more shots, and you need a lot more shots to get like a showreel going, so that you can have like 4 or 5 shots at least. So that's the first thing as well. And the other thing as well is you definitely should start thinking about what kind of shots you're gonna do. So let me ask you this: like, what do you want to do? What's your objective? What's your like the what you really wanted? What kind of career position? What kind of work that you wanted to do?
In this case, like if I talk about particular these kind of showreel shots and all, so for this shot particularly, I wanted to achieve most realistic kind of look and like whatever is happening or whatever happens in real life. So that was the first thing, and from visual effects lighting perspective, that's the principal, like the first point. Like you will have to get the much more realistic thing. Like yeah, that's the main objective. That's the main motto. Like whatever I'm gonna create, whatever I'm creating at the moment, it should be like people should relate to that. At least me myself should relate to that.
Okay.
I can relate. Yeah.
Okay. Well, first thing I would say to you is like, yes, you're absolutely right. That's the objective that should happen on these showreels. And if you want to position as a lighter, and if you want to work in the film business, or that that's the main objective. Now, what's happening right now is that your shot is not really there yet. Like it is not realistic enough. And the other thing that I also would say is that I think your shot is not really representing any skill set really for you to be someone that would be approached to get a job. Like I think, if you really be blunt about it, and don't get me wrong, like I hope you take it in a constructive way. This is just way too simple, like you just have a planet, you have a really small ship, and then you have a very simple composite. I think if you really want to showcase your strengths, and if you want to showcase the quality of your work, you need to show more. You need to probably maybe show a bigger CG object. You need to maybe integrate it into a piece of live action, of plates. You need to kind of like do something a bit more complicated than just this. I think this is not enough. So I would really advise you to work on other types of shots. If you really want to do full CG lighting setups, maybe then do a car setup where you have a car inside of an environment, or maybe do an environment where you have like a city landscape, or you have like some buildings, or anything whatsoever that can be a bit bigger, because I think this is not showcasing enough skill set for you to get hired as a lighting artist. Because first of all, the lighting is too simple. It's too simple. It's just the earth, it's just the planet and just the light source, and then the spaceship is just too small. And even the composite itself and the way that this is comped is not really that realistic anyway, because I think it's missing. The ship looks a bit like not really well integrated. There's not enough fallout of atmospheric when it happened to the ship, so that it looks like it's kind of like going in to the planet. There's quite a lot of things that are actually missing, and if you really want to focus on this shot, then maybe try to get some inspiration from films that have done similar shots, and try to see if you can learn from those shots and try to bring it into your shot. But I definitely would advise you not to just have this shot, not to have this type of shots. I would advise you to have more complex CG shots to showcase your skill set. And in this case, your skill set would be lighting. So if that's the case, you need to show interiors, you need to show exteriors, city landscapes, houses, cars. Could be an interior of a room, it could be like a bunch of objects on a table, it could be anything whatsoever if you want, but it has to be more to show your skill set, so that the company that's trying to hire you knows that you know how to do that. Because right now when I look at this doesn't show me any of your skill set. It doesn't really tell me anything of what you are able to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I understood.
So yeah, that would be what I
lighting based, elements and all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if you've seen other showreel reviews that I've done in the past, but people usually bring in shots that have either a city landscape, or they have like a car, or have like an integration, or have some object that was integrated onto live action plates, or maybe they do an object. You can do anything really if you want to, but I just think that this is too little, and you'll just be like, pardon what I have to say, but I think you'll be ignored because the competition is so big in terms of other people that are also competing to a job on the companies, So that's it really.
Yeah. Understood.
Now, apart from that, like this is the only thing you brought anyway, so it doesn't matter anymore. Like we've already extensively talked about it. Is there, I mean, is there anything that you would like to ask or like to talk to me before we go? Because I mean, there's no other shot to show, so I think your showreel review doesn't really have a review. It's just this shot. But is there anything else that you would like to talk or would like to like ask me or anything like that?
Yeah, not much. Like, thank you very much. I got a solid review, by the way, and yeah, I should focus on much more lighting, based elements and everything. So I'll be working on that. I'll be refining my skill sets and all on these kind of things. So yeah, thank
Yeah,
you very much.
if you need suggestions of what kind of
Hmm.
shots you should do, I would really recommend you to go ahead and watch showreels of other people and try to see what type of shots you can bring into the table. And I'm not talking about watching showreels from companies. I'm more talking about showreels from other artists at your level,
Yeah.
you know. So maybe
Hmm.
perhaps consider going back. You know, I have a playlist with all my showreel reviews. You can go back into them and just watch some of them. You know, they are all on YouTube. So if you go to I'll show you real quick, since I have my screen open still. So I'm gonna just like bring in a browser here, and I'm gonna close this here. So I think that will probably give you some ideas of what you could try to do. So let's see here. So if you go, there's of course other places on the web, but I do have a playlist for showreel reviews. And so if you go there, there's a playlist here. Let's just double check here. So it would be where is that? Just a second. Yeah, honest showreel review. So I have this playlist here, which is called
Hmm.
honest. So these are all the showreel reviews that I've done so far. But if you go, like these are all the full streams. So you know, like some of them are quite long because they have like 2 or 3 showreels. But if you scroll all the way down, you'll also have individual showreels. So, for example, you have like an individual showreel here from Andrea, an individual showreel from Aziz, an individual showreel here from Rodney, and one from Jonas. All these are just individual showreel reviews, which have a mixture of footage and CG, and just maybe scroll through these things and see what kind of showreels of these people at the level that you are would be building, and try to take some inspiration and then try to build shots like that. You know. That would be
Yeah.
my main advice to you.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
okay?
Yeah. Got a point. Yes.
Cool, cool,
That's
excellent.
fine.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for joining. You're always welcome to come back if you have more shots and if you have other things that you want to show. And yeah, thank you so much for joining today.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you so much. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, cool. Okay, so in the meantime, before we bring in our next customer, we're gonna do a short break before we do the next customer. So yeah, but thank you so much for joining today. Thank you so much, Ritwik, for joining. I'm really looking forward to seeing more shots that you've built, but really focus on getting more shots and more things going. Okay, cool. So if you have questions on the chat, just make sure you put them there. I can see that there's quite a lot of people talking about a lot of things on the chat, so I can see that already. But and there's some nice feedback as well for the shot that we just watched. Don't forget that if you want to be part of the giveaway for my Nuke course, you can just sign up there. But yeah, that's it. So we're gonna do a really short break. This is usually as I usually do it before we bring in the next showreel review. So we are gonna do a 10-minute break. Just like don't forget to go and stretch your legs. Don't forget to drink some water and get away from your monitor for a little bit, and then we'll be right back. So I'll put a timer for 10 minutes, and I'll see you all very soon. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with another showreel review and then the giveaway and more conversations and more Q&A and everything. Okay, cool. So I'll see you all very soon in about 10 minutes.
Recording in progress. Re- Recording in progress. Recording stopped.
Okay, I am back. Thank you so much for sticking around. We have one more show review to do today, and then we have the giveaway. And so, I'm apologies for the low energy stream. I am a little bit low energy. I think I'm still kind of like not feeling completely 100% after the COVID-19 thing. I am just like really lacking of energy. I apologize for that. But hopefully the next stream will be better. I hope so. So anyway, let's just as always, I keep saying to everyone, there's a giveaway. If you want to stick around at the end of the stream, I will be giving away one copy of my Nuke course, the Nuke course that is currently for sale, which is, yeah, people can just watch the trailer, and there's like a full, if you go to the Shopify webpage, there's like a full breakdown of every class that is included on that course. So so you can go there and check it. And we have a second, I'm not going to say victim. We have a second person joining us today. So let's see here. And this is going to be a different type of review, I can tell you that, because it's not going to be the typical review we usually do. So let's just bring him in and bring them in and then see where we are. So I'm going to just like... and of course, if you have questions, just please go ahead and do them. I can see there's a question. Mark Bell has a really relevant question on the chat here. So first of all, thanks for joining, Mark. And it's been a long time since I've seen you on the stream, so thank you so much for sticking around. Obviously, you probably were here before, but sometimes I don't notice everyone on the stream, on the chat. But welcome back, Mark. Mark is asking, Hugo, how do you think the VFX industry is going to bounce back after these strikes? Do you see it's being difficult for artists, or do you think we will have more work than we can handle? I don't know, Mark. I think at the time, right now, I think this is going to be similar to what happened with COVID. I think we will have a return. Yes, we will have a huge amount of work that will show up right away, and will be a lot of work for everyone. And I am confident that we will have way too much work that we can handle. But right now, having said that, like, I think the industry is really on a turning point. I feel like definitely what's happening in the industry is a little bit not manageable anymore. I think we are there's too much discord about bad CGI out there. There's too much people shitting all over the industry. There's a lot of problems in the industry, a lot of people working too many hours, working too much. There's a lot of people getting very badly paid. There's a lot of issues. A lot of places are unionizing as well, getting into unions, which is really good news, I think. So we are really on a turning point. Either we are going to break or actually going to advance to better times, I think. So the industry really needs a refresh. It needs a reform properly. I think we need to be more unionized. We need to be more together. We need to like solve some of these big issues that we have. And I'm not even talking about AI as a problem. I'm even talking about the sheer amount of time that people work and getting badly paid and the working conditions. That's what I'm talking about. Because of course there's the other problem, which is the AI side, which is also going to like put the industry into a spin. And I think so I'm cautious optimistic, but also a bit negative about it. I think everyone just needs to brace themselves because things are changing quite rapidly, and the industry is changing quite rapidly. And so my advice to everyone here is to start having also a backup plan, because I feel like this is not sustainable. I think the visual effects industry, as it stands right now, is not completely sustainable, I feel. And I think that people should maybe perhaps the way to do it is to start having smaller boutiques and smaller shops and smaller companies that handle less shots, and there's more of them, and less of these really humongous companies that really break down their employees and really become more almost like a factory. So I think everyone here on the audience, I think you should definitely start thinking about a backup plan and have something in place that you can either go to a smaller company or do something else, or maybe join another industry that also allows you to use your skill set. I feel like we are definitely on a turning point. I don't want to sound too negative, but I just feel like we are we are definitely it's complicated, I think, to say the least. To say the least. um Michael here says, "Hello, Hugo. I'm 15. Oh my God, you're so young." He said, "I'm 15 and I've been watching your compositing tutorials for a year now. Thank you so much for everything you do." Thank you so much for saying that, Michael. I'm really glad that you're enjoying the tutorials. I am going to be dropping more tutorials soon. I also have some new classes on my courses as well that I've dropped a few days ago as well. So, but yeah, thank you so much for joining. Hope you're enjoying it. Okay, so let's bring in our next contestant and not contestant, but and see how we do. So I'm gonna bring them in, and see. Let's see here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? See if they can hear me. Keep the questions coming. I'm always like happy to answer some questions. So, can you hear me? See if I can pronounce your name correctly. I would assume it's Wogube. Wogube. I'm assuming that's how I pronounce your name. I hope so. I hope I'm not mispronouncing it. But can you hear me? I don't think I can hear you. Have you turned on your microphone yet? Not. Let's see here. So. Not sure I can hear you. Do you have your mic on? Let's see if they can show up here. Okay, here it comes, I think. Here it comes. Hello there.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you fine now. Can hear you. Cool. Okay, cool. So, can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect, perfect. So I'm gonna put the view for everyone to see you as well. So remember, as I said, usually on these showreel reviews, never mind the YouTube stream because it's too delayed. You should be watching it on my Zoom call with you because the actual stream is very delayed. You should not be watching the stream right now because you're gonna be like, it's gonna be too delayed to watch it. But yeah. But thank you so much for joining. Did I mispronounce your name? I was trying to say your name. How do I say your name?
Denard.
Denard. Okay, cool. Denard. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you, Denard. And so, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, or where are you calling from, so that people can know what's up with you? Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Denard, and I'm a VFX artist from Kampala, Uganda.
Cool. Excellent. And how long have you been working in the industry, Denard?
I've been working in the industry for like 4 years now.
Cool. And do you work on a company in Uganda, or do you work for the outside?
Yeah, I work for it's like a television, it's a TV production company, but it also does like side jobs, like side films.
I see.
But basically, we also do motion graphics for a local TV company.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about Uganda. How is the industry in Uganda? I don't think I've never been in Uganda. So how is the industry? Is there a lot of work? What's going on there?
Oh, Uganda basically it's like an upcoming industry. It's a very young industry. People are getting to embrace and sorry, that's my dog.
It's fine. It's fine.
VFX, they're getting to embrace that type of post-production. It's actually growing pretty fast here. Yeah.
Cool. And is there you mentioned that you worked on television, but is there actually a film industry as well? Are there like films going out as well with visual effects in Uganda?
Yeah, but they've been there for a while, by the way. But the really good ones are short films. I've actually worked on a few short films myself.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations for that. Congratulations. Okay, cool. And so, tell me a little bit about what's your plan. Like you sent me this show reel, and I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna put the show reel going so that people can see it as well. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna share the one that you sent me first, which is the one with the side by side, and then we can talk a little bit about that. And did you ended up uploading the other one as well?
Yeah, sure.
Did you send me the other one?
Yeah, I did. I sent it.
What, by email or something, or how was it?
Via Dropbox. The other same link.
By Dropbox? Okay, I'm gonna go in and check it. I need to go into the. Did you send it to me through LinkedIn, or was it by email that you sent me the Dropbox link? Was it by email?
No, I sent using the same. There's a link you gave us.
Oh, sorry, you've uploaded there.
Upload
Okay,
file.
cool. You uploaded to there. Okay, fine. Then I
Yeah.
need to like go and get it because I have I have Dropbox switched off right now because I'm doing the call. You know, I am doing the stream, so I have to go to the Dropbox folder then and do that. Give me just a second, and I will.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go and get that because obviously I've switched off Dropbox because while I'm doing the stream, it slows down quite a lot the stream if I have Dropbox on. You know, that's why. So I've switched off Dropbox. So I need to go and manually get it. Just give me 1 second, and I'll be with you in a second. Okay, so you've sent me something. Let's see here. So by date, that would be. Okay, cool. So must be this one. Okay, cool. I'm gonna download it, and we will see if that's the one. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Just downloading now. Okay, I have it now. Let's just. Okay, cool, excellent. So I have both of them here. So first of all, I'm gonna take out the sound, okay, if you don't mind, because on the show reels, I mean. So I'm going to like share my screen on Zoom so that you can see my screen. Because then I can point it to things and you can kind of talk through it with me and everything. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna like put it there as well. So in the corner there. And we are gonna be there on the two corners there. I'm just gonna like put this there maybe. Okay, cool. So okay, so now everyone is watching the show reel. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on here? Because obviously this is the first time ever we've done a show review where people see two images. So what's going on here? Tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
Okay, so this showreel, it's a 3D showreel. Basically, those two images, each image represents a slightly deviated angle of that picture.
Yep.
So what happens, this is how 3D films are made. Usually 3D involves having two cameras. If you're shooting native 3D, you usually have two cameras on set. And these cameras are placed at a slightly different angle. And what happens that, just like the way our eyes see, each eye sees something slightly different. So what happens that these two images, when they come together, when you're in the cinema, these two images are put together, and then your 3D glasses, the ones you wear in the cinema, each part of the glass, the left side and the right eye, they're both seeing two different images, and then your brain puts together those two images to see the 3D effect. So basically, what I'm doing here is I've created 3D from a 2D source, because traditionally you need two cameras to shoot 3D.
Yep.
But there's something called 3D conversion. I think you've heard of movies being converted to 3D where the director shoots 2D on the set, but then they go into post-production and they convert to 3D. So what I've done here is I've got 2D sources for the footage. The footage is a 2D source, and I've converted that to 3D. So if you have like a 3D projector or a 3D TV, you can be able to see these images like with depth and pop out and everything like in the cinema.
Yeah, and in fact, I've watched them in 3D because I have a 3D TV in downstairs on my living room, and I also have a 3D projector, and it has an option to put side by side. So I've watched this clip in 3D in my TV downstairs. You can kind of watch it. You can watch it in 3D. But yeah, what you were saying is very true. Films today are still, I don't know if a lot of people in the audience are aware of this, but you still have 3D versions of most films. Like, I just recently went to see the Meg 2, which was a 3D version, and also all the Marvel movies. Yeah, all the Marvel movies are all converted to 3D. Most films are, like the blockbuster movies, are still mostly converted to 3D. But yeah, Meg 2 was the last 3D movie I've watched, the last conversion movie that I've watched, yeah.
Yeah, true. So what's happening is that nowadays, conversion seems to be the way to go because it's more friendly on the budget, because shooting native 3D is a bit expensive.
Yeah.
And also conversions give the director the freedom, they give them the room to be able to decide where things are in 3D space.
Yeah, absolutely.
But most interestingly about this conversion is nowadays we are using what we call machine learning. You've heard of AI.
Yeah.
So we're using AI to enhance or to speed up the process, because traditionally doing a 3D conversion is a very, very tedious process. I mean, it involves going into the frame and mapping out a depth map. So you have to like do all this type of rotoscoping. You roto almost everything in the frame, and then you create a depth map. And then from that depth map, you can create you can get the second eye, or the right eye in this case, and you can have the two, you can displace the pixels and create a different variation of the original image. Yeah. But then, for example, if I talk about Titanic, one of the best conversions out there, Titanic conversion cost almost, is it 18 million? I think something, I read it somewhere. Cost almost $18 million, and it took almost 60 weeks to complete. So James Cameron was very, very meticulous on that job, and he went an extra mile. But then nowadays with artificial intelligence, we are achieving almost, we're not there perfect 100%, but we can achieve almost 70% of the quality that a native conversion would achieve. And what can take a week to convert manually, it can take less than 2 hours to do on using machine learning. But also, to make this 3D even pop more, there's a bit of manual editing.
Yeah, so tell me one thing, like, because, yeah, what's the process that you're currently using for these time of conversions? Are you using Nuke and Ocula, or are you using other methods? What are you currently using for conversion?
All right, so the process that I'm using currently involves two softwares. I'm using After Effects for the final touches. I haven't touched Nuke. I haven't gone deeper in Nuke, but usually the process involves, first of all, we have it's a standalone. It's not part of After Effects or part of Nuke. It's a standalone package, and this system uses machine learning to generate depth maps from a 2D source. So the system generates a depth map, and then it also displaces the pixels and generates the second eye or the right eye. And from there, from that system, it's a standalone system that uses machine learning. What do they call them? Midas, and the other models, they're called models, like models that have been taught. There are models out there that are open source and are being updated every day. So this system uses one of those models. And then once I have the two eyes, the left and the right eye, I take those to After Effects for fine tuning and for cleanup. Because when they come out of the AI, they have a bit of glitches. They have, you don't know where things are in 3D space. So when we go to After Effects, that's where we add in the scene convergence. We adjust the focus.
Mm-hmm.
We tell where the person should focus when they're viewing the 3D. Then we also do a little bit of cleanup. Some pixels come out when they're a bit distorted and warped. So in After Effects, we do the cleanup and warping, and unwarping the distorted effects, the distorted pixels. And generally, that's where the final touches are done in After Effects. Then we render from After Effects, and we can take to Premiere Pro for the final, for making the final packaging.
I see. I would really recommend you. I've done stereoscopic conversion before, a long time ago though. Like, we don't do it that often anymore. But you should really look into Nuke's system, because it's a very robust system to do stereoscopic. Because on the viewer, you can get the two eyes right away. It has a full pipeline for cleanup, with the right eye in the side. Right. Yeah, and it also it allows you to preview it in 3D right away. You can have a video output, like for example, if you have a Blackmagic video card, you can output in 3D to a desktop monitor, to a monitor that supports 3D, and then you can watch it through the glasses in 3D as you are working. And then of course, if you want to, you can use the Oculus plugins, which are very expensive, but they are even more advanced. But Nuke also, the vanilla Nuke, the normal version of Nuke, also has a depth generator as well, which is AI based. It's machine learning based, and also provides a really robust way of building depth, so that you can kind of project depth and make the maps. So I definitely would say that. But but yeah, this is fascinating. Thank you so much for taking the time to show us this. I mean, I have to say, I've noticed quite a few parts on your conversions where there's some glitches and some problems. I can see them, but I know it's always tough to have a full conversion. I think the most obvious of all of them is it's this, where is it? I saw it right away. First time I saw this. It is this dude here. No, not this dude. I think it's yeah, there you go. The one that I noticed right away, the problems was this one. So the turtle, you have a lot of displacement and a lot of problems happening under the fins of the turtles, and in fact you have this stretching effect that is happening behind because it's in front and the back. And I think those are the type of things that are definitely need to be approached in a different way if you want to correct them, of course, because sometimes it depends on the project. It depends on the budget of the project. It depends also if they have the time, if you have the time on the budget to actually fix these kind of things. But definitely I noticed a few times. You were also very kind to send me the 2D version, and I know it's not of course, doesn't really help anyone to watch it in 2D, but I just wanted to people to watch it normally. So because like I said, if you were doing this in Nuke, Nuke has some really nice tools to try to fix those problems that we saw underneath the turtle, for example.
Yeah, actually, I was speaking to. I have a friend of mine I met online. He has been doing conversions for a while, and he has been happy. He has been. I mean, he's willing to give me free lessons in Nuke.
That's cool.
So I'm going to take them on. He has done quite a number of conversions on quite a number of blockbuster films. He's well versed with Nuke, so he highly recommended that I get into Nuke, and he said it will make my results actually much better. Yeah.
These kind of problems that you have here under the fins, all this displacement going on, and this trail of displacement and blurring that you're having under the fins of the turtles, this would all be very fixable using Oculus plugins or the Nuke plugins and the painting tools of stereoscoping inside of Nuke. For sure, it will be easier. I'm not saying it's easy, but it will be easier to make a better result faster. It's still a lot of work. It's still quite a lot of complex work to do it. But yeah, yeah, because again, like I said, like it depends on the production you're delivering. If you were delivering stereoscopic for a film production like a Marvel movie, this kind of displacement and kind of problems would not stand. They would not accept that, you know, they would want better quality, but it all depends on what kind of projects that you're doing. But I must say one thing though, like that Denard, stereoscoping in 3D are basically becoming smaller and smaller. So one thing I must say is that most films, blockbusters, still have a conversion in 3D, but because most TVs don't support 3D anymore, at home no one can watch 3D anymore, and in fact it's very difficult to find a 3D TV anymore, and it's also very difficult to even find a Blu-ray 3D anymore. I still have them because I have old TVs, and I have I really love 3D. I always thought 3D was fantastic, and I never really understood why people didn't like it, because I really enjoy playing games in 3D, and I enjoy watching content in 3D, especially if it's well made. But unfortunately, it's really a dying art. So you should be aware of that, Denard. Maybe start thinking about other stuff, because you might not have a lot of work in the future if you continue to focus on 3D. You know.
Yeah. 3D it's like you said, you enjoy it. I enjoy it too. It's like a passion. So since I'm into the industry, I decided to like create this sort of like branch where I can actually do conversions. But I'm aware that 3D is actually on a decline, on a fast decline. Not so many movies are coming out, except in markets like Asia and India, where they still embrace, even here in Africa, we still embrace 3D a lot.
Yeah.
So my target was to be able to do 3D, not just on a few movies a year, for example, in Asia and here in Africa, but also for the cinema, for the advertisers in cinemas. We have cinemas here, and they usually have a lot of ads running before the movies begin. So these guys are very open to having their adverts run in 3D before a 3D movie begins.
Yeah.
So that's something that we're also trying out here. But yeah, 3D on the bigger scale of things, it's been on the decline. 3D TV is the last one made from LG was, I think, 2016, around there. Most of the people that are watching 3D, including myself, we use projectors. Yeah, it's pretty much on the decline. Although there's that little niche, it's like a niche market right now, and that's what I was looking at serving. For example, if you're a filmmaker right now yourself, and you have a movie that you're releasing and you're interested in 3D, yeah, those are the kind of like people I want to like work with.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah, but yeah, keep that in mind, of course, because maybe you should start thinking about, like, you already know After Effects, maybe start deeping into Nuke, and since you already have some skill set in terms of cleanup, you can probably start working in compositing, normal compositing in 2D instead of 3D, just in case you get out of work, you know, because it could be that it's on decline. But like you said, it's a niche market, so it could continue as well, of course. It's always hard to tell. Yeah. It actually didn't went away. That's the thing. It looked like it was going to go away, but then it didn't. But thank you so much for sharing this work with us and for giving us some insight to your pipeline. Do you have any questions, or is that good to go? Like, you have anything else that you would like to say or ask or anything?
I'd just like to thank you for the opportunity. I'm a big fan of your work. By the way, you mentioned that I should try. I'm a compositor as well. Only that I've been an After Effects person, you know, all the way from the days of Andrew Kramer. I've tried a little bit of Nuke, although I'm not so good the same way that I am in After Effects. But of course, I'm considering having to go deeper. I'm considering going deeper in Nuke as well. But I'm a compositor myself, only that my compositing reel. I think that would be for next time.
Yeah, of course. I would love to see it, and of course, and thank you so much for your kind words. I'm really glad that you enjoy my content and my videos and my channel. You're very kind of saying that. Thank you so much for saying
My
that.
pleasure.
Cool. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, Denard, and you're always welcome. Just come over, send the showreel again, contact me. You know, you have me on LinkedIn now. You can just contact me if you need anything. And I hope you
All
have
right.
a great day. I'll see you later, my friend.
All right. Bye bye. Thank you very much.
Bye. Okay, cool. That was excellent. Thank you so much for joining us, Denard. And I guess that's it, really. Like, that's the two showreels we have. So we're gonna go and do the giveaway. Remember, if you've sent the showreel, because I know I got a bunch of showreels today. I just wanted to say to everyone that if you send over a showreel to Hugo's Ask, you know, for it to be reviewed, make sure you contact me, because I need to book it. You know, I need to make sure you're going to be here. You have a microphone, you have a webcam, that I know that you're going to be here for real, so that we can book it. So make sure you always reach out. I'll be back in 2 weeks again, so don't worry. And like I said on the very beginning of this stream, I've been in talks with BenQ a lot, which they are the sponsors of this stream. So thank you so much, BenQ, for making this happen. I'm in talks with them to actually making a booking system. So we'll have a website soon, in the next couple of months or so, where people can go in and select the slot of which the reel they want to be reviewed, and they can upload their reel and they can do a booking. I think that's going to help a lot for this entire thing to work better. So yeah, but that's coming soon. I'll put more information about that soon. And in the meantime, let's just do the giveaway, I guess. Let's just do the giveaway and get on with the rest of our day. There's a lot of people talking on the chat here about what I was mentioning about the contracts and about the big studios, and I hope things get better. I really hope so. Always remember that I'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm trying to make these every 2 weeks, so keep that in mind. I'll be back in 2 weeks with more show reviews. If you have missed the slot, just contact me. I'll try to book you for next time. Don't forget, if you've sent your showreel, make sure you contact me on social media so we can book it in, so that I can confirm that you're going to be here, okay? So let's roll the dice here with the winners and see who won the giveaway. So, and again, I think, yeah, we have, let's see here, we have 43 people, possible winners for the giveaway. Thank you so much for all of you watching today. Let's just do the draw and see who wins. Let's see here. Okay, cool. So I have a winner here. Hopefully they're here. I hope so. Sashin, I would love to do this stream weekly, but I just cannot. I'm too busy with work, with my course, with my students. I have almost 2,000 students, and I talk to them every day, and I'm always like taking care of them and talking to them and helping them, and it's not and then I also have my work as a visual effects artist. I have my podcast. I'm also really trying to do more classes and more workshops for my students of the Kickstarter campaign. And so I don't believe I can do it every 2 weeks. I just don't think it's possible. It's just too difficult for me to do something like that, unfortunately. If I could, I would, for sure. But I just can't. But every 2 weeks is good. Okay, cool. So let's see here. So the winner is Beto YT. So I'm guessing it's Beto YouTube, I guess, or something. Beto YT. Are they here? I hope they are here. Congratulations, Beto. Is Beto here? Beto is... could you say something? If you're not here, I can roll the dice again. Let's see if they are here. Are they here? Hello, Beto. Are you here? Congratulations. Are you here? You just won the new course, if you wanted to, or if you're here. So we'll see if you are here. I don't see anyone saying anything, so hopefully, maybe it's not. They're not here. Could be. I'll wait another minute. In the meantime, let's just scroll through the questions here to see if there's any other questions. Let's see here. Yeah, not really a lot of questions. There's just like a bunch of people here just debating about the problem with the unions and the problems that the industry have right now. I don't think Beto is here, so I'm going to roll the dice again because Beto is not here. So because he's not here, I'm going to just roll the dice and do this here. So let's see here. The winner of the Nuke course is... Are you here, Beto? I'm going to give you one last chance to show up. Are you here? I don't think they are here. Don't think so. That's fine. I'll just roll the dice again. Yeah, they're not here. I don't think Beto is here. Eric is asking me if I played with Nuke 15. Yeah, sure. The last project I delivered, which was the Zeiss commercial I just directed, just delivered it 2 weeks ago. It's entirely done in Nuke 15. We started Nuke 14. We used Nuke 15 because of the machine learning stuff. Really looking forward to doing a lot of new classes for the workshops for my course with those shots. The commercial is not out yet. Zeiss hasn't released the commercial yet, but the commercial will be out soon. It's a really nice commercial. I've directed it. I don't say this just because of that, but I directed it, also supervised and did a lot of compositing on it. There's some CG as well. It's nice. Okay, so let's just do the dice again. So since Beto is not here, the other winner I have here is the LC Builds. LC Builds. Is LC Builds here? See if they are here. We've had a few times we had these kind of problems where people are not here, and then I have to just keep rolling the dice forever until I get someone here. Is LCB Builds here? I don't think they are here. Are they here? That's me. Oh yeah, it is you. You're right. I can see it on your email. I can see it on your name. Congratulations, my friend. You've won the Nuke course. I'll be in touch with you soon. I have your email. Give me a couple of days and I'll be in touch with you and I'll give you access to the Nuke course. And yeah, congratulations, my friend. It's the Nuke course is going to go all the way to the United States. Shame that Beto was not here, but if Beto wants to contact me later, I can always sort them out, but see if he shows up later. But Michael, congratulations for winning the course. Yeah, and that's it really for today. We all done. So thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for being here and supporting the channel as always. Thank you so much for that. It's really kind of all of you to spare the time and to help and support the channel. I'll be back in 2 weeks with more showreel reviews. VFX Notes podcast is dropping in a couple of days. We also have some Nuke compositing training that we are going to drop on the channel as well soon. I'm back in business. COVID is behind me, so I'm back. I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all later. Goodbye. Have a nice day, and I'll see you all in about 2 weeks, okay? So have a great time. See you.